Rekkanition. Music makers of Portland. Now listen with your host, Rekka. Rekkanition.
This is sick.
Yeah? You like it?
This intro is sick.
I know, Zem made it. We went crazy one night at like 4 a.m. making it.
That's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just how it is sometimes.
So what is up? It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been like a month of Sundays. It's like funny with like COVID. Like I'm not gonna say COVID's winding down because I know it's still so serious for like so many other countries and so many other nations. But like where we are, with everyone being vaccinated or at least like in safer places, like doing safer practices.
Yeah.
I'm like coming out of my little cave a
I
little
know.
bit.
It's odd in a way. It's like we have to like rebuild that. We're like,
I got weird. I
got
don't even
weird
know how
too.
to talk to people anymore. I'm
Yeah.
just like, so hello, fellow brother men. Like, I don't fucking know.
No, it is super awkward for me too. I feel super weird. I used to be able to walk up to anybody and be like, yo, what's up? Like, I've even gone out to like bars and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, I'm like, I used to just walk up to a
And
group
just
and
start
be
saying,
like,
"Hey."
hello, I'm Rekka. But now I'm like, do they want to talk to me?
I'm like, eye contact. How much eye contact is too much eye contact?
Yeah.
Okay, like 3 seconds. I'm gonna time it. Like,
yeah.
I feel that. We went to McMenamin's like schoolhouse or something like that up in Northeast, and it was tight. But it's like our first time like not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I want a cocktail that I didn't have to make, but also like you're breathing in my direction right now. Like, don't breathe in my direction.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a sneeze? Did you sneeze? It's not allergies. No, you have COVID. Please leave.
Yeah.
It's not even a symptom. I'm like,
Yeah.
you have COVID though. Get out. I'm done.
Yeah, like I feel weird like hollering at people. Like I went to a show and I felt weird like being like, hey. Like,
Are we supposed to do that? Like,
yeah, are we allowed?
am I breathing real air that's not my own breath? Like, what is?
Yeah, or like cheering like
Yeah.
for the show. I was like, you know, like I didn't know what to do.
It's like a mime. Just start dancing. That's all I do. I just kind of dance and I leave spaces now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah,
Like, I'm good.
yeah. It seems like it gets a lot hotter than it used to. I don't know what happened with that.
It's like this pesky thing called climate change.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like 116 degrees in Portland, Oregon. I'm like, yeah, the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, they're like, you need to start recycling. I'm like, don't tell me about no damn recycling. Because someone just called Exxon. Like, I'm going to sue Exxon at this point. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do. Like,
Yeah,
I'm suing BP. Like, we finna go at it.
yeah. Seriously, I mean, we talk about recycling all the time in Portland. I mean, even Bren Boy in our song, like he was talking about Portland,
Yep.
talking about recycling, you know, and it's true because we're all about it. And you're like, you can't tell me that that's helping. There's other things going on, you know?
It's funny as hell because I feel like no one tells you about Portland before you get in Portland. Like,
Mm-hmm.
especially like I always say, because I'm from North Carolina, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not from like, I always say I'm not from these parts, right?
Yeah.
Like this, like there's like a Portland culture
Mm-hmm.
that like no one tells you about, or like things that happen, like Naked Bike Week.
Yeah.
No one told me about that shit. Like no one said there's gonna be a fuck ton of naked people riding bikes at
Yeah.
night towards your car.
Yeah.
Like, and then I had a friend over at the time who came from North Carolina too, and we're in the car. You know, I got my shorty in the car. I mean, we're just like driving, and we see like one naked person just bike by. We're like, all right, so that's just Portland. Like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Like, welcome to Portland, Ian. We've been here for 6 months, whatever. And then like another one comes by. We're like,
Uh-oh.
okay.
What's today? Like,
I was like, what's going on here? You
Yeah.
know, like what is it? And then like you see like 100 of them go, and I'm just like, I was all right. Look now, I was like, what? These are road signs? Are there signs?
Yeah.
They're like it's a Naked Bike Week. I was like, oh,
yeah, nobody tells you. It
No
just
one says
happens.
shit.
Everyone knows the date after you've seen it happen, you know, but like before that, I don't see no group online.
no
I
one.
haven't. Like,
I haven't seen advertisements. No one's
Yeah.
like, do you like biking naked
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
in front of other people?
You want to feel free?
Do you want freedom?
Yeah.
It's like buy your spliff here, and then this is where you strip. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Got it. This is it.
Oh my God. I'm actually pretty blessed that I haven't seen it,
Yeah,
which
so
is weird because I'm around Portland all the time, but I haven't seen that.
the
I've
moment
heard
you
about
do,
it.
I need you to text me.
Okay.
Like the moment you see it, you're just like, it happened.
It happened.
It's time.
It's
Like-
time. Yeah. It's going to happen randomly too. I'm going to like walk out of a 7-Eleven and like a whole pack of bikes cruise
Just
by
going.
and I like drop my drink and everything. Like,
If
Oh,
that's
man.
not, that needs to be in your next music video.
yeah.
Like, that's it,
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
so funny.
And just like have it censored out for the YouTube and the children and all the youth
Yeah.
and what the fuck ever. But like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the Portland backdrop right
Yeah.
there. Not the sign, not Mount Hood. Nothing. Like that is your Portland backdrop.
Oh my gosh! Like
And
I've
then LA,
seen,
nothing's happening.
I've seen a lot of like comedians talk about Portland, and they're like downplaying the Portland is weird thing. They're like, Portland's not that weird. Like I went there and it's not that weird. I'm
Nah,
like, you were there the wrong day.
Yeah,
That's what. That's
I'm
what
like, no,
saying.
it's always locals. It's all, they keep, people always say, like the locals always say, and like I super love these like Portland locals because they love their fucking city, and like always Californians coming in, and I'm like, I'm a transplant. Like, oops, you know. But at the same time, they're just making it normal. And I was like, what the fuck is normal mean? Like to y'all, like it's interesting because like for me, I remember the first time I went to LA, and I went with my family. I was like 14 years old. And there was like this dude all like slicked up in oil, like the three of them like in Speedos on like roller skates. And it's like we just touched down off our plane. And like again, we're like like every last one of my grandparents, including my grandma's pastors. My stepdad, pastor. And then like my gay ass, you know, like surprise. But they see me like Catholic school, we ain't even Catholic. So you could tell like Wonder Bread. Like we were not like things were very conservative. Like, you know, it was just you don't show your shoulders outside. Like, you know, like I was in a kilt for God's sake. And so you land and you take that at 14 and put that in LA. My whole black ass family, we just looking at the side of the window like, what in the Sam like just what in Jesus' name?
Are we right next to a mental institute right now?
I was like, what is and then like but unlike roller skates, like they just like everything's normal. Buff.
Yep.
And my mom was like, I love this place. My father's like, no, we're not. We cannot reside here.
Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Some people love it, some people embrace it, and some people it scares them. And you're like, well,
take what you can.
As long as they're living their best life, I mean, that's all that matters.
That's all. I think that's what we all get to at the end of the day is just like live your life that most fulfills you. You know, like what is your most authentic life? And then what steps can you take to create that in your environment?
Yeah, it's super important.
Yeah. I think COVID was like a lesson for everybody though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Life is so short. You have to just be you at the end of the day.
Oh, it's totally true. I mean, yeah, it was. How did you do during COVID and stuff? I mean, what'd you do? Did you just hang out at home? Did you get more into certain things? Did you fall out of anything?
Yeah, it's interesting. So like, I feel like COVID for me was like almost like a revival of sorts. Like in the sense where I'm already a homebody. Like anyone who knows me, I'm charismatic as shit, but I'm an introvert. Like I'm really good at people. I love being out. I'm good at like, you know, creating energy, maintain energy, but like that drains the shit out of me. So like after like an hour, I'm like, I'm trying to go home. Yeah. And so COVID a little bit for me was like, actually, I like for not to again negate all of the terrible things, you know, that COVID was for so many people. But for me, it gave me an opportunity to slow down. And I say that to say like, I'm hyper involved in everything, whether it's my music and like how I am, like I'm, you know, in the recording academy. I do like, I'm on a board of Music Portland. I mean, like I do a lot of music business stuff in addition to my music. But then I'm also,
you do a ton.
I mean, like, I don't sit down.
That's
like,
what's cool about you.
Like, I appreciate that. Like I publish research. I mean, like I teach. Like I do. I'm an equity. I have currently right now. I'm an equity executive. So I'm in an executive position doing equity work for a whole company, and it's like it's what I do, and I love what I do. But you get to a point when you realize you're doing too much, and even if you love what you do, you forget yourself sometimes in the process. And because I love so much what I do, I always felt like it was filling my cup. Yeah. Where I didn't recognize I wasn't spending enough time with my family, or I wasn't doing enough things that like genuinely at home fill my cup. And so COVID sat me down like a very aggressive therapist, like sat me down, was like, sorry, now look how tired you are, but look how much better you feel. Yeah. And it forced me, like, I got back into MMA. Like I got back into like started lifting weights. Like I lost like, I mean, I feel like I gained like hella pounds since college, but I lost like 20 something pounds, like just working out and just being active again. But then I realized, like, as much as I love performing, I just love making music. Yeah. Like, I'm a classically trained piano. I've been playing piano since I was 4.
What? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm a musician more than I'm a rapper. Yeah. That's all I do is make music. I have a drum set in my crib, my piano in my crib.
You got
guitars.
Drums? Like, I want to learn how to play drums. I want to get my kid into drums really bad.
100%.
I just feel like she 100%. Could release so much just like going at it.
You let go. Like, and this is like, it depends if you want noise in your house or not. Oh, whether you get an acoustic, then get you I would say get the acoustic set, because like drums are therapy. Like you had aggression, it's not coach. You don't go out yelling at people, you know what I mean? But like go hit the skins, you good. Yeah. You know, and so I've actually gotten to like producing music in the meantime. And like I'm actually like I have an EP coming I'm working on, but like I'm actually stepping back a bit from like that aspect of the music world for at least for right now. I'm just making music.
Yeah. So no, I feel that. I've been like the same way. I noticed at least COVID for me, in a way, it was kind of opposite. I didn't work out as much because like I was so used to the gym that I can't get myself motivated. But I did notice for myself is that all my music and stuff is what was filling my cup. And when I lost all that, you know, it kind of like made me feel empty. And so I had to like figure that out, where I was like, no, I need to be fine without all the shows and all the people. Like I need to be fine with just being home. So I got into like gardening. I got a whole garden now, man. It's crazy, yeah.
Wait, what do you grow? Like, what's your garden?
Oh man, I got weed, I got strawberries, blueberries, like, and
that's
then
the shit.
I got like corn, tomatoes.
So
like,
you're not even like gardening for food. You're not even like doing like I call it like it's not useless. I know that there's probably people who are listening who love flowers. I'm sure you're wonderful people.
I got a couple,
but like food, like actual sustainability stuff.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Well, I just wanted to figure out how to. There's a few plants that I have murdered, and I just don't know enough about it. You know? Yeah, because I didn't like read no books. I just went right into it and then killed a bunch of plants and. Then the garden
like that
kind of
it'd be like that.
Yeah, I mean, for some reason, I'm really good at growing weed, though. I don't know what it is with that.
I don't. Who knows what that is?
Yeah.
I don't. It's like a gift, maybe.
Yeah, you know, when it was all like super hot, what was hilarious is each one of my blueberry plants got super burnt, and my weed plants were fine, and they were like out in the sun.
They're literally thriving.
Yeah, like they were stoked.
I say take it as a sign.
Yeah,
that's your cash crop. No,
yeah, yeah. Well, I pretty much just grow for myself to smoke all year. Like I still have some weed from my outdoor last year, and I just like flower a lot. So I just smoke what I grow.
I love that.
It's like self-sustaining in a way. Trade it with friends that grow, and just
that's the way I think it's supposed to be a little bit, in the sense where like. And this is me going to sound like a total hippie, and I know it. Like, it's all the video games I play, I'm pretty sure, where there's like, there's some life lesson at the end, right?
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like there's something to be said about, like, we're not in charge of our lives anymore. In the sense where if we need food, we have to go to a grocery store.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, like, God forbid our agriculture system goes down. We're fucked. Like, we're fucked, you know? Like, and so, like, I think there's something, even, like, growing your own weed. Like, you know, my dispensary didn't, like, give me my lavender, like, chocolate, like, medallions, right? Like, I don't know what the fuck I do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, water.
Yeah.
if water went away, I'd be like, damn, what you mean I can't go buy that bottle of Dasani?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a well water and, like, rain catchment systems. And I think it's cool to hear you, like, taking these steps towards, like independence almost, though. Like, you're making yourself more independent from systems. That's
I mean,
cool.
I wasn't even really thinking about it that way.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I was just going nuts because I didn't have my shows and my friends and all the things. And next thing I know, I was starting to feel all weird. And I'm like, why am I like this? And I'm like, well, I was doing art and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, I just need more, I guess. Like, I need something that's gonna bring me joy, you know, just chilling at home. And so even when my little plants get like a little bigger, I'm like, like
honestly, that joy is worth it though. Like, it's like, even like, I think so often, like, I don't know about you, especially, but I do know you're a performer. Like, I'm not gonna say we're the same person, but like, you catch on people's joy when you perform. Like,
I love
you
it.
Feel the energy, like it fills you.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the plants for you are like little, like tiny little crowds. Like,
where I'm like, hey,
you're like, I did this. Like, this is because of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, especially ones that I grew like from a seed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with those.
That's fucking sick.
Because I'm like, you see that? I got baby pictures of that one. Like,
it's like your kids. It's like, I don't know. I can't grow shit. I think we've killed like so many plants.
Oh, you know what? I really suck at. I think it has something to do with my house. For some reason, I have windows on the front and back, but not on the sides. But the sun is like over on the side. So like it. I think that's what's killing most of my plants on the inside. Like, I've went through like 3 ferns trying to keep one alive.
Yeah,
and
I know
can't.
They're supposed to have a certain amount of like sun exposure or some shit.
Yeah, and I think I just can't get that perfect sun in my house because I've tried like making. I might get a light. My friend was telling me to get like a timer light above it, so I might do that.
Yeah, see, look at you already.
I'm trying.
Solving. You already problem solving.
But it's already dying. I just got a new one, and it's been like a week, and it's already dying.
If it makes you feel better, I killed the cactus. yeah.
That does make me feel a little bit better.
You know, you're not supposed to water them bitches all the time.
Nope.
That's what Google said.
Oh, that's how you did it?
Yeah, I was like, it looks thirsty.
Yeah.
It did not look thirsty.
That's so
I just didn't know what it meant. I was like, oh.
My kid knocked one over in her room when I was like gone for like a week.
Oh my
and
god.
it still lived because it like fell out of the dirt and everything was on its side.
Wait, then how the fuck did I kill? I don't care.
Probably
Okay.
because it was dry. I don't know. Like she just left
just-
it there on the ground for me to find.
I'm gonna call the Rekka doctor. Like, yo, Rekka doctor, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
with the cactus? Like, I need you.
You're like, I
CPR.
water it every day. I don't know what's happening. Like,
But exactly, okay. Maybe I need a succulent. I don't fucking know. All my
I
plants. are
killed a
fake.
succulent, so it happens. People say you can't,
There you go.
but
I
you
just,
can.
Okay, I wish people would stop giving people like flowers when they're like grieving and shit. Like,
Yeah.
like I would say, or like when something happens, here's some flower. I'm like, don't give me something to take care of.
Yeah.
The fuck you think this
Oh,
is?
I'll take them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case,
Yeah.
my shorty's right here.
Just
we have
forward
some
'em.
gifts for Rekka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I became like obsessed with. And it was
Yeah.
weird because before that, I was not into it whatsoever. And then
Yeah.
I was never home either. But now it's like,
That's tight.
I like it because in the morning, I'll like go out there and water them before I go to work or something. And or just,
That's what's up though. I want to like drop my water bottle. I want to like get into like, you know, those like self-sustaining gardens or like I'm extras,
yeah.
but I don't do anything like by half. And so I'm like, if I'm gonna garden, I want an aquaponic system,
That'd be cool.
like with some fish and shit that I can like just say, all right,
Yeah.
got some dinner,
Yeah.
and these like in like the whole ecosystem is.
Yeah, I always thought that
Dream.
was really cool. Or the people who like catch the rainwater and they make this weird tank where it gradually waters their stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, man. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that illegal? Is it-
Depending on the state, and I say that because I am also very interested in rain catchment systems right now. I was
Yeah.
talking about the sustainability thing. I was like, if all the water gets fucked, how
well,
do I?
well, like I heard that it was illegal for you to keep it for yourself, but if you're like doing it for your plants,
Yeah, it depends on the state.
it'd be
'Cause,
really weird if it was.
Some places like straight up don't let you do it. Some places like you can even set up your rain catchment system and the water goes into like your toilets and shit. Like your like
That'd
gray
be
water.
sick.
And then that way it doesn't fucking matter. And then some people straight up are allowed to like completely filter all the water and turn it to drinking water in some states.
Mm.
So some states are cooler than others. I'm just like, how you gonna tell me what comes out the sky? Like it's not
Yeah.
even yours. Like
Yeah, that's
so,
what
like,
I'm saying.
I'm like, shh, just don't.
Well, as long as they have a legitimate reason. I don't know the reason, so I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of like it causes droughts in some places or something like that. Yeah. I don't like how like all states are different. I don't like that. During
like-
COVID, it was really frustrating traveling.
Yeah.
Really frustrating because
Yeah.
it'd be like super duper lockdown somewhere and then like wide open somewhere else. And it was like,
Driving, it's funny because
Weird.
I got married over COVID, 10/10/2020, so I can't fuck that date up.
Yeah.
Why thank you,
10/10/2020.
I can't fuck that up.
What?
It's a Saturday in October. I couldn't fuck that up. Like,
That's savage.
and then you can do your math easy, so it's never like how many years. Like,
Yeah.
I'm good. And so it was funny going from like Portland to like the Carolinas
Yeah.
because the Carolinas they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't give not one shit about COVID. Like,
Oh,
not
I see.
one.
So you went down there and it's all like no masks or
Yeah, and like
Really?
I think I got the Portland like brainwashing going on. I was like, oh my god, like
I'm
you
gonna
are-
get so sick.
I'm like, I'm gonna get the vid. Like
Yeah.
it's happening today.
Yeah.
Trying to get some fucking groceries with my sister at the grocery store, and like people are just like walking around touching shit. I'm like, you're touching my fucking vegetables.
Yeah.
Don't touch my vegetables. I was horrified, and then I got home. I was like, wait, okay, I was fine. Like I actually survived. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Dude, we do got the Portland passion. I know what you mean by that. Because it's not like that in other places
Mm-mm.
whatsoever.
Because Portland, like, and I say it in the most beautiful ways. Portland cares about Portland. Like Portland, they care about each other.
Yeah.
Hard. It's almost like in the South, we care about each other kind of. Like, you know what I mean?
You
But
care
like,
what?
it's like we kind of care about each
Oh.
other. We're like, we'll hold the door open, we'll do all the southern niceties. But there's sometimes like this, like, I got mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get yours.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting because I think Portland is more so like we all collectively care about each other and simultaneously don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
it's like be you, whoever you are. That's how we don't give a fuck, and we accept whoever you are.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because I think Portland can be more passive sometimes though, and so like it's interesting doing a lot of this equity work for a living here in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say the conversations are completely different
Yeah.
from the South and here, radically different.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Totally.
Yeah.
Even like Texas and stuff, it's way different over there too.
I
I've
believe
never
that.
been over there
to
to anything like Southern. I've only been
Yeah.
like the West and East Coast, like up.
yeah, the South is like I love the South in the sense where like I know who people are in the South because, like, if you're racist, you got certain bumper stickers.
Yeah.
If you're queer, you have different bumper stickers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the thing is so much more diverse. Like, Atlanta, damn, that's a city. But like my home city, Charlotte, you know, best city in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But like, sorry, just had a cough. But it's like Charlotte.
It's a bit.
It's just a little bit
coming back from your wedding.
It's a little bit that Queen City. Excuse me. But it's like those cities are the shit. Like I love my cities. The only thing I just need them to be a little bit more queer friendly. That's the big thing.
Oh yeah, you have
like,
an issue with that down there.
It's North Carolina's the bathroom bill state. Like not the best state there. You know what I'm saying? Like could have done a little bit better.
Yeah.
But like it's still a damn good state. Like that's where all the colleges are. So you do have a lot of like nice liberal pockets and towns and. And the food, like they use real butter there. Like let's just
real
stop
butter.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers in fucking Portland don't use no fucking butter. They don't put real milk and shit. If one more person puts like, I'm like definitely allergic to almonds. They're like, this is made with almond flour and almond milk, and this is also where we suck the dick of another almond to put this in here. I'm like, would you fucking quit? Like, you're literally trying to murder me right now. I'm like, give me butter.
That's wild.
Like,
you're really allergic to it like that?
Okay,
kind of like peanuts, right?
Yeah, just like that. Except like. My body does this really cute thing where it just develops brand new allergies. And so like freaking 2.5 weeks ago, we were in the ER because my body was like, you know what? We now hate cherries. But not only do we hate cherries, it's going to kill you. I was like,
And it just all of a sudden randomly like that.
All of a sudden. We had to go to the ER and everything.
That's wild.
Yeah, she was crazy.
I'm glad you're okay.
So Deadass almost died because we drove the fucking Kaiser Interstate. Turns out Kaiser Interstate don't have no ER, despite it being this massive Kaiser campus. So we had to drive to a different ER, and my throat on that trip literally closed because we didn't anticipate the extra drive. Yeah. So we're like,
and that's the kind of reaction you get from the
throat
bad
completely
food.
Closed up. Like you'll die from it. It's anaphylactic shock. You'll completely die from it if you don't like get to the hospital in time.
That's wild.
Yeah, your body will randomly just be like, I'm good.
I'm so thankful that has never happened to me. I mean,
knock on wood. Like tap dance, rain down. No, like.
No, one thing that did happen to me right after I had my kid is I all of a sudden my body didn't like gluten and stuff anymore. I'm gonna take one of those tests to find out exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But I all of a sudden got like crazy rashes everywhere and
that's wild.
No kind of cream or anything would make it go away. And then one time I went on a diet with my sister and stopped flour and sugar and it just disappeared. And then I just kind of like I'll drink like sugary stuff every once in a while, and it was still fine. And so it has something to do with some kind of flour.
But it's like interesting how, and my thing is like, I would love to know like 100 years ago, was this shit a thing? Because we have like modified so many recipes to like capitalism, how to make it cheaper, what additives can we add so we don't have to buy the real thing. Like, and so like I'm kind of curious, is it the recipes of today or was just not talked about before?
Yeah, because I know what you mean, because I do feel like I remember when gluten-free Peeps first started coming out, everyone was like, you can't have gluten, what's that? It doesn't exist. And then I was even one of those people where I was like, come on. And then next thing you know, I can't have it. And then I was like, oh, I totally feel you now. But it seemed really new. Like nobody really talked about it.
No one talks about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so we're like, and I'm like,
where'd it come from?
I'm like always asking why. So I'm like, so why was there not a conversation about this before? Like, what was that about?
Maybe it was an issue kind of like with me. The doctors had told me nothing about diet, nothing. For 2 years that I went trying to fix it.
Look how holistic that is. Let's look at our healthcare system.
I know. I was so mad. I was mad at doctors for a minute. Yeah. Like at least my like primary that I went to, I was like, you bitch. Like, and
I feel like, that.
I've been suffering for years for this.
But that's real. It's real as shit. Because it's like same thing. Well, it turns out I have ADHD that we found out like in the past few months. Really? It would have been like, it makes a world of sense. Like I'm on Adderall now. Like my whole shit's different. Like I'm less anxious. My brain's not quite as like cagey. I'm more like present in the moment. But like I've had these same issues since I was a kid.
Nobody noticed.
Nobody knows. And my brother got diagnosed with it.
But not you?
No. So I'm just like, how many doctors did I see in this motherfucker to like not?
Yeah.
But like it's changed the whole game with that. And so I'm just like, so like where did all of you get your degree? Like is there
That's what I'm wondering.
Is there a standard?
Yeah, because I even went to a dermatologist.
Yeah.
So I was
they didn't
like,
even say anything.
Yeah, because there was this weird spot like on my shin.
Yeah.
That everywhere else it would clear up except for that spot. So they were even like testing my skin.
Yeah.
And they were just telling me it was eczema. And so they
That's
kept
not what
giving me
eggs in the
steroid
shows
cream,
up.
and steroid cream's horrible for you. They didn't tell me that either.
Yeah.
So it's just weird to
Yeah.
me. And then it literally, like a week into that diet, it was
Diet.
gone. And I was like, this is cool. I can wear shorts again. And like, I was so excited.
That feels good as shit.
Yeah, it was so uncomfortable. I still have scars from it, but I'm just
Yeah.
glad it's like mostly gone.
I mean, but now you know, but now there's
Mhm.
always all like the Portland's actually a great place for you because you know what they fucking do? They put almonds in the flour.
And I need that.
There you go. There you go. This is a great fit. It's a
Yeah.
great fit. Nah, no, I didn't realize I was lactose intolerant. And I was like, why
Oh,
the
really?
fuck does my stomach hurt every time I get ice cream? Look, a nigga loves ice cream. Like, I love ice cream.
I
Like,
love
I
ice
love
cream.
ice cream a lot. Like, I like bowls and bowls of cereal. Could
And-
never figure out this whole time why my stomach hurts so bad.
Oh, and you probably can't enjoy the almond kind now either.
I've learned oat milk is delicious.
Oh, actually, I've tried that.
That shit is fucking
It is
dank
good.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portland taught me that.
Yep. Portland will teach you things like
nothing's
that.
made out of real milk here.
Well, and I'm actually really into the Portland restaurants that make like the vegan food. I have a friend,
Yes.
Angelic, and her boyfriend's like opening this truck, right? And
Mhm.
he made these like vegan breakfast sandwiches that
yeah,
looks like it has eggs and bacon, you know?
yeah.
And it was so good. It was like way better than a normal
That
one,
sounds
you know?
so
I was like,
delicious.
it was amazing. Like I literally think about it all the time. Whenever I think of like a breakfast sandwich, I think of that one. And I'm like,
It's funny you say that because my wife is a pescatarian.
what is that?
Fish, no other meats, like no one like intelligent.
Oh,
You know, it's like
that's
just
cool.
fish. And so like we'll do like salmon and we'll do like shrimp, and then I love steak. Like I'm like a big meat eater. I made a vegetarian. It's like a vegetarian like gravy. I like it
Mm.
better than actual like gravy.
Really?
Like, I don't even like the other gravy anymore. I will only eat this gravy.
Oh, that's
And-
wild.
You would never anticipate the ingredients like cream of mushroom, soy sauce, all this other shit. Things that they don't make sense to go together. Holy shit.
They're amazing.
I will not. I can't eat any other. That's it.
yeah.
And so we've like adapted our own and made our own recipes and shit like that. That we're like, okay, this is better than the original. So I'm about to try this like egg, like breakfast thing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'll figure out. I don't know if he's opened the truck yet, but I'll
Yeah.
let you know the name of it. Cause yeah, I talk about it all the time, and I need to
Oof.
know the name of it so I can like shout
or
him
the
out
recipe.
or something.
You know, they're like,
I don't even know if I would be capable of making it look that good and taste that good because it was like perfect looking.
that's your next guest on the show. You gotta be like, so tell
Yeah.
me more about this egg.
Yeah.
This egg delight you make. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
Like,
need to know. Yeah.
the secrets. Go.
In fact, don't come to the show without one. All right. Like,
None of it. It's a party gift. Okay, it's a party gift.
yeah,
This is
exactly.
the new post-COVID rules.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just like blew my mind because I'm not like anti any of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I've just never been into it. It never made sense to me. But
Yeah.
I noticed my kid, she doesn't really like meat. And so I've been
Mm.
thinking about it lately where I'm like, I wonder if she would like this kind of stuff. Or like,
Yeah,
I think she has a problem with it being an animal.
yeah.
So
I would say, but like,
I'm gonna
that's
welcome
the beauty
it.
of it. But that's the beauty of like, I think living life right now.
mhm.
Is that like, there's so many options.
Yeah.
You know, sustainably sourced stuff like new seasons, like that shit expensive as hell, but
Yeah.
that is my joint. Like,
Yeah.
I know exactly where that salmon, like this Chinook salmon, it's gonna cost you about $75.
You're like,
for
take
3 for
my
it."
money.
I'm like, here you go. It's sustainably sourced. Yes, please. You know, like
Yeah.
immediately. It's that shit was. I mean, that shit was good as fuck. I spent $50 on salmon.
What?
Yeah, $50.
Killing it.
Best salmon I ever had in my fucking life.
That sounds amazing.
It was so good.
So what are you working on? Like you said,
Yeah.
didn't you say you have a project going on?
Yeah, I'm actually working on an EP right now. It's called Bold Love.
Ooh.
And you know, I'm very queer. I like to say that. I like to rap it. I like to sing it. I like to just be it. And so this whole project, so this is gonna sound like so like weird, but like so many queer projects, especially lesbian media projects, whether it's movies, TV content, YouTube videos, are oftentimes made for the consumption of not the queer population.
Yeah.
So often it's made for the consumption of cishet men. Like you think about like, even like porn, like pornography, and even how that like that's not made for lesbians. Lesbian
Yeah.
porn's not made. It's just not. And so taking that idea, this notion that our stories need to be reclaimed, this is reclaiming our romantic story to some extent. And so it's called Bold
Oh.
Love.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's like it's just a super queer project that details like just the different ways that we fall in love, right? Because
Yeah.
like in the lesbian community, there's a joke. It's called you a U-Haul lesbian. And so on the second date, you bring a U-Haul. And they because we moved too fast.
Yeah.
And like, I've been with my
Oh.
wife 6 years, you know, like we started dating in like July or what the hell ever. In September we had 2 cats together.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You brought the U-Haul.
we brought the U-Haul. Like, it was pretty quick with it. You know what I mean? And so this is like, you have some songs of the project that detail, like, you know, I think at times I usually come across kind of like a fuckboy. I know I do. Like, it's just my
That's
energy.
what I love about you, though.
My nickname in college was Hitch.
Hitch?
Yeah. I just really understood women really well. It's a gift, really. But it's like one of those things where you have some songs that kind of go with it, that energy, but then there's some songs that, you know, go the energy of like, what does it mean to fall in love and kind of be scared about it? You know what I mean? Or like, what does it mean to have fallen out of love or something just didn't work out? And so I have a song with the project right now I'm really excited about called Late Night. And it's a really cool, like, it's that feeling that you get when your ex texts you at 2 a.m. with that you up. You know what I mean? Like, but it's, you only call me when you need something from me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't call me for shit else.
Yeah.
And so it gets at like the post breakup, you know, and I like that song because to me it's like, I love taking like really shitty concepts and making them catchy.
Yeah.
Like, because I know everyone can relate to that. But my thing is like, I need you to groove to it. Like, I like the dissonance of grooving to shitty things.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's cool.
Yeah. What I really like about you is you have like a really good, solid message, but you're bringing it with a great vibe.
I appreciate it.
You know, some people, they'll have a really good message, but they'll come kind of rude with it, where you're like, you're not going to be able to change people's minds by being rude to them. You can't do it. It doesn't work.
You have to go to where people are.
Yeah. And you got like, at least for me, like I noticed the more that I'm like happy and friendly about things is the more change I can make.
Yeah. My thing is like, I always say you can have the best message in the world, right? You could come out with this beautiful thing, but you have to say things so that people hear you, because you can say anything you want, but if people don't hear what you have to say, you might as well not be talking.
Yeah. And as soon as you're kind of like rude to somebody, they stop listening
immediately. Like sometimes it's honey, sometimes it's vinegar.
Yeah.
You know, and so like I take that approach oftentimes to my music. Or just to, frankly, my life in general. Like, you can always tell anytime you meet me, you're meeting me. Like, it doesn't matter what capacity. I could be on a stage or I could be presenting at a conference. You know what I mean? Regardless, you're meeting Déja Fitzgerald. Like, you just are. You know, like, part of like COVID, like, I rebranded from my previous name, Micah the Rapper, to like Sounds by Imani.
Yeah. I noticed that.
Yeah. I needed things to feel more authentic.
So what did you not like about Micah?
Micah...
you were saying Micah the Rapper, right?
Yeah.
So was it putting you in that box, you felt like? Or?
I felt like it put me in this box, but I think by nature of Micah the Rapper, I'm someone who likes to be really authentic. And I felt by even having a name that wasn't mine, it wasn't right. Like, it just wasn't me. And I think Micah the Rapper was born out of a need I had back in like 2018, you know, about it around expression. But I think at some point of it, that's who I was back in 2018. And so anytime I performed, I had to go back to that place. And I'm not that person anymore. And so it's like, I like to make sure like people like your image, your brand, like I don't give a fuck about that. And so if it feels dissonant, I'd rather just make it align.
Yeah.
And so Sounds by Imani allows me to be a bit more creative in terms of like making music and producing, but also rapping. But Imani, it's actually Swahili for faith. And so when the days of Kwanzaa, and it means like faith in my people, faith in like our community leaders, faith in the righteousness of our struggle, and for everything I do, from equity to music, it just fit.
No, it does. I like it.
Yeah, it was like an easy decision. So
I didn't
rebrand everything.
Yeah, I didn't. When did you do that? Because I just noticed.
Like just started the process. I want to say last month.
Oh,
like website change. Like I completely bought a new domain. That just shit is expensive.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that goddamn much. But rebought everything, just got everything changed. Only my distro kid. And the big rebranding will come with this release of this project. Because I'm like trying to get in touch with a bunch of like queer like YouTubers to get the interview them.
Yeah.
And get them to like just say how they fell in love or like.
No, I'm really excited about that.
I'm like, I really think it's gonna be a fun project.
Did you send one of the songs to us, or is it?
I sent you, I think, Late Night.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna play that at the end of this podcast. So people, you better listen to that. You hear this? Yeah, the rebranding is done, and it is time
My thing is like, tell me you like it. And if you don't like it, tell me you like it. I'm just kidding. I need your honest opinions. Also, tell me I'm pretty, right? Like, now you know though. That's it.
I'm on that same vibe. Oh my god.
I'm like, tell me you love me, okay? I'm like just really sensitive.
I am.
I'm a little snowflake.
I just realized, like I was saying, like I need attention, and I want to become a person that doesn't need it. But I think that's also why I'm a performer. It's because I love it.
But that it's about the energy.
Yeah, it feeds me. Like when I have someone running up to me telling me they love my music, it makes my whole day.
Or even better, when they tell you that like I connect to what you say.
Oh yeah.
Like or like this, or I love when people go, this part resonated with me. Like that changes the whole shit for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, because I want to connect. Like
yeah, same.
I crave like intimacy all the time, and to me like that's like one of the most intimate things you could do.
Yeah,
is to connect to someone else's raw emotions. Like,
yeah, especially when it's like a really emotional song. Like some of them I'll think are super cringy because they're so emotional. Yeah, but then I'll have someone come at me where they're like, this song like saved me, and I'm like, what? Like
that means some shit though.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's your song now. Like
I mean, you brought it, like come perform it with me.
Yeah, like, come on stage. Let's do
I love that shit.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
I love the vibe. So where can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me. You can find my website, soundsbyimani.com, or my Instagram, soundsbyimani. I pretty much only Instagram. I don't really do like shit else. You can add me on Snapchat, but don't do that. It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean you could, but like don't do that.
Yeah.
But hit me up on Instagram. That's like my favorite mode of contact. You'll find like I actually don't go on social media a lot.
Yeah.
Like
I've stopped.
My thing is like I can't exist on my phone. Like
yeah, me too.
I started kayaking. Like that's where I'm at. Now.
See, gardening. I'm like, and before I would like live myself taking care of my plants, and now I could give two shits.
My thing is like if you want something, hit me up.
Yeah,
come hang out. Like I'll hang out with anybody.
I know. I've started giving out just my phone number to my friends. Like I'm like they'll message me and I won't see it, and I'm like, hey, just shoot me a text. Like I'm not gonna see this.
Same.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, call. I'm an asshole. I'm like, call me, or even better, add me on. That's what you can do. If you want, you can add me on PlayStation. If you want to hang out, hit me on PlayStation. I don't give a fuck what we play. I love Call of Duty. I'm gonna kick your ass if you do. Add me. Or I'm gonna try to kick your ass. I might lose, and I'm
gonna have my boyfriend hop on there and
please do. What is my babes do it better? Because I'm queer as fuck. It's like a female gamer joke, and also like titties. But babes do it better. Hit me up on PlayStation and come get your ass kicked and we'll hang out.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm seriously gonna have him pop on there.
Please do.
All right.
Please do.
Well, thanks for coming through today. We're gonna play your track and everything, and we gotta meet up to a show or something soon.
Hell yeah, go get some drinks, or even like let me know if you're gonna go to East Coast, because we're about to like relocate a little bit.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk about that then.
That's our PhD program.
Have a good one, guys.
Square one, day one, what a beautiful view. If God but the world, yeah, he did it for you. Yeah, I know I gas you up, but the feeling is true. And you say you went to meet, what a miracle too. Round two, year two, we don't talk anymore. Send a late text and it's hard to ignore. Say you hate your new, you said it before. Just like you hate me whenever I was on tour. Yeah, but we still talk. Me your number, I never block. I know you watching like a hawk. Always say it, but we never stop. So damn, never change the plan. Did you know I get the text when the watch hits the AM? Ain't really friends, I mean we still pretend. Always got a double text with no sense. You wanna call me in the late night when you need somebody and you need. You wanna call me in the late night when you need somebody and you need. You wanna call me in the late night when you need somebody and you need. You wanna call me in the late night when you need somebody and you need me. 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 When you need somebody. You love me, you like her, and I know that love hurts. You still wear my sweatshirts, and that's how it goes. You take her to concerts or brunches and dessert, and I'm not an expert, and that's how it shows. Late night at the party, you tell her you're sorry, and you mean it hardly, and this we both know. Does she know you call me, still fight like the army, and we still get gnarly when we. You only call me in the late night when you need somebody, and you need. You only call me in the late night when you need somebody, and you need. You only call me in the late night when you need somebody and you need. You only call me in the late night When you need somebody and you need me. When you need somebody and you need me, need me. When you need somebody and you need me, need me. When you need somebody and you need